Hey, it's Amanda. Today we're going to be discussing basic size of examples inside of C++ to see the size of each data type. However, we're not going to cover each data type because there are quite a few of them. With that said, these are the most commonly used, especially for beginners, and it's good to know the size of the data type that you're using. Otherwise, if you don't know the size of the data type you're using, then you don't really want to program because you need to know this. So instead of reading about it, I'm going to show you some examples, then you can play around with it on your own and look up the other data types, or if you already know this, then that's great. So as you can see, I went ahead and ran the program. So we have our character size inside of C++, our integer size, as well as our integer array in double. And you can see that they're displayed here. However, let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Again, these are not all the data types inside of C++. However, there are some of the most commonly used, especially for beginners. So let's just go ahead and start over, and I'll go ahead and clear my screen. So our first data type, we have a character, otherwise known as a char or a char, however you want to pronounce it. And I will do a letter. Since my name begins with an A, I will use A. Now to display how many bytes a char is holding inside of C++, I can use the size of keyword, and that will allow me to see how many bytes that is taking up in storage when I use this char. So in order to find out the size of what I'm going to need, I'm going to use the name of the variable, and now I can go ahead and display it. And as you can see, it's going to be jumbled up because I didn't use an indel, and I get 1. Typically, chars are known for being 2 bytes by standard because this doesn't have a null terminator and you're going to use a null terminator. However, that's a different topic. So I'll add my indel here and I will continue. So going on to my next data type, I'm going to begin with an integer, so a whole number. So whole number, I'll say it's assigned to 5. However, it's not going to change the data type of the whole number because it's an integer. So, I'm going to not forget my indel. So now it's going to display 4 because an integer is equivalent to 4 bytes. So we have 1 and 4, which is what we want. And now let's just go ahead and do our array. As I said in my video, you want to assign your array a const if you are going to know the size. However, in this example, I'm going to make it easier and not do that. So you can also assign your array by not declaring its size. Again, another topic. So going back to what I was saying, so size of the array, as you saw in my last video, when I display it, it's going to be 12. That is because it is an integer array. So it is going to be 4 bytes. And because we have 3 integers, it's going to be 4 times 3, which is equivalent to 12 bytes. And for our last example, for our data type is going to be a double, so a real number. As you can see, when I use the size of, it's going to display 8. This is because doubles contain 8 bytes instead of 4. So now I should get 1, 4, 12, 8, and I get 1, 4, 12, 8. As always, I created some terms to look up and some notes from the video. So different data types inside C++, since we didn't go over all of the data types inside C++. Sorry. Keywords, knowing size of is a keyword and how to use size of. how many bytes does each data type hold, as well as how to determine the memory storage of an array, which I discussed in my last video. Although I used an integer array as an example, you should be able to use that to determine the different amounts of storage that's used when using a certain kind of an array. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for your time. I'm getting over a cold. Sorry for my nonchalant attitude. Hope everyone has a great day. Thanks.